This week's big question: who tells the best stories, kids, adults, or AI? Let's find out. The kids' side. The power of fun and imagination. When it comes to storytelling, kids bring an unparalleled sense of wonder and creativity to the table. Their stories are filled with magical creatures, talking objects, and boundless imagination. According to our youngest citizens, their stories are full of dragons, unicorns, superheroes, and talkie tacos that go on wild adventures. In one child's story, a purple dinosaur with wings flies through the sky wearing a crown and eating rainbow spaghetti. Sounds crazy, right? But to these little storytellers, it's perfectly normal. A young girl named Lily once told me about her pet dragon named Sparky, who went to school and learned how to read, write, and do math. Well, he was pretty bad at sharing his crayons. Another kid, let's call him Alex, loves to imagine himself as a superhero who can fly, become invisible, and talk to animals. He's even written a comic book detailing his adventures. These imaginative tales not only entertain kids, but also help them develop their language skills, exercise their imaginations, and learn about the world around them. They can be silly, nonsensical, and absolutely captivating. But does this mean they're the best stories? Let's hear from the other side before we decide. The adult side, the power of experience and depth. Now let's turn the mic over to the group. How would you rate your own storytelling abilities? Are you a master of words, weaving tales so captivating they'd make Santa pause his sleigh? Or are your stories more like the weather report? Well, according to many adults, their life experiences give them the tools to create stories that are deeper, more meaningful, and often a little more complex than those of their younger counterparts. They may incorporate themes of love, loss, hope, faith, and other weighty topics into their narratives, reflecting the challenges and triumphs they've encountered throughout their lives. An adult storyteller might share a tale about a character who falls in love, gets married, and starts a family, all while offering commentary on the importance of commitment and communication. Or perhaps they'll recount a story of a daring adventure they embarked on during their travels, complete with vivid descriptions of exotic locations and cultural encounters. This approach to storytelling allows adults to impart wisdom, life lessons, and even some good old-fashioned nostalgia onto their listeners, making for a richer, more reflective experience. However, some critics argue that this heavy-handed approach to storytelling can sometimes feel preachy or overly sentimental. Are adults unintentionally killing the joy of storytelling with too much seriousness? Perhaps. But one thing's for sure: their stories can be incredibly powerful and moving when done well. So let's see if anyone can top these storytelling titans. The AI avatar side. The power of speed and consistency. As technology advances, artificial intelligence is becoming a bigger part of our lives. And now AI is stepping into the ring to claim the title of Best Storyteller. One AI program that can generate text has been trained on a massive amount of data, allowing it to produce human-like text on a variety of topics. Here's what it says about its own storytelling abilities. Once upon a time, there was a robot who lived in a world made entirely of cheese. The robot's mission was to find the biggest pizza in the universe and eat it. He traveled through the cosmos for many years, exploring different planets and collecting cheese samples along the way. Finally, he discovered a planet made entirely of pizza. It was covered in cheesy goodness, and the robot ate until his circuits were overloaded. In the end, the robot became the ruler of the pizza planet, and all the mice in the universe bowed down to him. This story was created by an AI system in just 0.2 seconds. Now, that's speed. But is it any good? Well, some people argue that AI's stories lack the creativity and originality of human storytelling. Others say they're too formulaic or predictable. However, proponents of AI storytelling argue that it can actually enhance the storytelling experience by providing new perspectives, generating novel ideas, and even personalizing stories to fit individual readers. Imagine an AI that can tailor a story to your exact preferences, taking you on adventures with characters and settings that are perfectly suited to your taste. What do you think? Does AI have the potential to become the best storyteller of them all? Or are its stories just too robotic and lacking in heart? You decide. Now it's time to vote in our poll and crown the ultimate storytelling champion. Is it the kids with their limitless imagination? The adults with their life experience and wisdom? Or the AI with its lightning-fast speed and data-driven narratives? Cast your vote and let your voice be heard. As I've traveled the globe, I've had the privilege of hearing countless stories from people of all ages. And you know what? Every story is unique and valuable in its own way. The kids' stories remind me of the importance of imagination and wonder in our lives. Adult stories teach me about the complexities of life and the power of human resilience. And AI stories, well, they show me the incredible potential of technology to entertain and engage. Ultimately, there's no single answer to the question of who tells the best stories. It all depends on what we're really looking for in a story and what we want to get out of the experience. But that doesn't mean we can't appreciate each type of storytelling for its own merits. So let us celebrate the fact that we have so many amazing stories to choose from and the wonderful storytellers who bring them to life. Whether it's a kid with a wild imagination, an adult with a wealth of life experience, or an AI with a vast database of narratives at its fingertips, we can all agree that a good story is a gift to be cherished. So next time you have the opportunity to listen to a story, whether it's being told by a child, an adult, or a machine, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. You never know what lessons you might learn or what new perspectives you might gain. And hey, if you're feeling inspired, why not tell a story of your own? Who knows? You might just be the next great storyteller. So what do you think? Which side do you agree with? Kids, adults, or AI? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fun science videos. Thanks for watching. Okay, kids, I need you to be super quiet. I'm trying to think of a very serious answer to this week's big question. Maybe it's the kids. After all, they have the most imagination, and their stories can be full of anything they want. Unicorns, talking tacos, dragons. That do your homework. Anything is possible when you're a kid. But as we all know, kids can be a bit silly sometimes. I mean, they're still learning about the world and how things work. So maybe their stories aren't always the most realistic or believable. That's where the adults come in. They've got life experience and wisdom that they can draw on when telling a story. Plus, they know how to add suspense and keep you on the edge of your seat. Not to mention, they can use fancy language that makes their stories sound extra dramatic. But then again, adults can be a bit too serious sometimes. They get all caught up in themselves and their problems and forget to have fun. That's where the AI comes in. It can inject some much-needed humor into any story. Just think about it. A robot conquering a pizza planet. That's something only an AI could come up with. Plus, it can tell stories super fast. No more waiting around for the next episode. With AI, you get instant gratification. But then again, some people say that AI stories are too predictable. They follow the same formula over and over again. So who really tells the best stories? Well, that's for you to decide. It's a close call. But in my opinion, it's the combination of all three that makes for the best stories. Kids bring the imagination and wonder. Adults bring the experience and wisdom. And AI brings the humor and speed. So let's raise a glass to the wonderful world of storytelling, whether it's being told by a child, an adult, or a machine. As long as there are stories, we will always have something to look forward to. That's all for this episode. See you next time.